Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah. Mark's hating on his fans, Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lions, household a dangerous alliance. I am a nightmare like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
Fuck this shit! It's all about podcasts these days.
My name is Brian Field Jr., and you're listening to the In Your House podcast. This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchinson. That's Mike Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Hey, guys, you already know who it is. It's your boys, Con and Hutch, ready to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. And oh yes, guys, we are back in the building. Oh yes, it is Teflon Con and Can't Touch Hutch. And guys, last time that I checked, oh yes, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we come with you. We come to you with that work every single time, guys. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to some bosses. You already know what it is, guys. We're hitting you 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana. And man, we have a heavy episode. So excited. Been looking forward to this all week. And I had to bring in my man Hutch for this one. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, man. It's great to be here. I gotta say, this is kind of I'm nervous and excited right now, man. Like, normally I'm on here just kind of riding shotgun with you, doing the podcast with you, but I actually get to be here for an interview.
Oh, yes, and it's not just any interview, bro. It's not just any
exactly.
interview. Oh, no. Oh, this is a action-packed, jam-packed interview. Hutch, let me tell you a little story about my week, okay?
Let's hear it.
So, I realized I was sitting there and I was watching these mundane wrestling shows, bro. These subpar wrestling shows, and I realized something, bro.
Right, and I'm very familiar with those. Yes,
bro. I realized something.
What's that?
I realized I needed some heroes.
Oh man, we all need a hero, man.
We all need heroes, bro. We all need heroes. So you know what I did, Hutch?
What'd you do?
I got on my roof. At nighttime. At night.
Oh, be careful! You're clumsy.
I know, man. I could slip off that roof, bro. You already know what it is, man. No traction on the shoes, nothing. But I did it anyway because I needed a hero. So I did that. I put a signal in the sky, bro. I put a signal in the night sky.
That's usually very effective for summoning a hero. Yes.
Hoping, praying that some heroes would come and save me.
Well, I gotta say, you got me on the edge of my seat, man.
And Hutch.
Yeah, man.
They came.
Oh shit.
Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen of the
man.
household, it is time for me to introduce to you the 20,000 followers, 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana. I want to introduce Joey Osborne, Blanco Loco, the Dream Girl Ellie, Zach Cooper, the international superstars. How you doing, gang?
Hello.
Woo, the whole squad! Whole squad
whole
is
gang.
in the building. Whole squad's in the building. Hey, guys, appreciate you guys so much coming on and doing this with us.
Appreciate you having us.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So we just wanted to get into there's a lot of different questions myself and Hutch wanted to ask. We're going over it. Me and him were talking, and we're like, what do we want to ask these cats? What are some of the questions that we want to ask them? So we're bouncing some of them, you know, we're bouncing off of each other back and forth. And I already know the questions that I want to ask because I've just had, honestly, guys, I've just had a blast following you guys on social media. You guys are just hilarious.
Just try to be a little bit different with our techniques and promos and such. Try to make sure everybody can enjoy it.
Oh yes, and you guys are doing a good job. You guys are making me enjoy it. I'm enjoying following it, sharing it, and supporting what you guys are going on. But in all seriousness, though, you guys are leading up to a very huge tournament in the UK, the OWE Tag Team Tournament, and we're going to get into that absolutely. But I'm going to go down the line here because, of course, you want to have some order here, and we're going to go Joey, Blanco, Ellie, and Zach. And I want to start with Joey. Just give us a short description here. Where did this start for you? Where did professional wrestling start for Joey Osborne?
When I was 12, I switched on the TV. I was surfing through the channels, and I happened to switch on Sunday Night Heat with a rerun of SmackDown,
Okay.
the Rock Against Big Show.
Oh wow! Wow!
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. All right.
That was back in 2001, and I've been hooked since.
Oh, I know it. Oh man, 2001. Absolutely, those were some good Sunday Night Heat. Absolutely, I haven't heard that in so long. So moving right along to Blanco Loco. Where did this start for you, bro? Where did professional wrestling start for Blanco Loco?
So, do you guys remember the famous incident of Shawn Michaels getting jumped in Syracuse, New York, by the Marines?
Yo, yeah, it was like in a bar or something, right?
Yep, that was actually like 10 minutes from my house where I lived, where I grew up.
Really?
So, yep, they had a show. So whenever they had a show at the War Memorial, my uncle was security for WWE at the time.
Oh.
So I got to go to the shows. I got to meet the wrestlers and everything like that. And I grew up in a very wrestling related household. So I mean, we had like 2 TVs. So we had Monday Night Raw going on. You know, WCW Nitro at all times.
Yes.
So that's where it started with me.
Oh, that is awesome. And Michael, before I go to the next person, I just realized something just right here off the top.
Oh man, what's that, man? What happened?
I just realized that history's been made here on In Your House.
Well, we already established that. I'm here. For this interview.
No, you're nobody. You're nobody compared to what I'm about to say.
Wow. Okay. Well,
that-
carry on. You got my attention.
And that is that. And that's this. That the Dream Girl Ellie, the first ever female guest on In Your House.
Well, holy shit.
I didn't know that.
Wow. Yeah. You know what? You're right. I am nothing. When it comes to
Yeah,
that.
that's why I said it. I said what I meant, bro.
Fair enough. You're right.
So with that being said, Ellie, where did professional wrestling start for you?
Okay. I don't remember how old I was, but I have 3 brothers, and that's literally what they grew up watching and stuff. So I kind of started watching it one day.
Yeah.
And originally I thought it was the weirdest thing I had ever seen in my entire life, and it made no sense to me, and I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
But I just kept like watching it, and I just kind of got addicted to it. And but I think it's been like 10 years because I started watching when I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's
So you
crazy.
guys started.
I don't have any fun stories like these guys. I'm sorry.
It's all good. No, it's all good. It sounds like that you kind of had to like wrestling. I mean, 3 brothers there. There's probably a lot of wrestling going on, I'd assume.
Yeah, I was like an aggressive, angry child, but I didn't really have a choice.
You was fighting for your life.
Yeah, I didn't get to go be a model. It was like, hey, let's go play football in the backyard. And I was like,
Right.
oh, okay.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And moving on to the last member of the International Superstars, and that's Zach Cooper. Where did this start for you, bro?
I was sitting in my grandmother's house watching an episode of SmackDown, and it was I was younger at the time, and it was Scotty 2 Hotty versus Booker T. And then, long story short, The Undertaker came out, interrupted that whole thing, which then led into Randy Orton slapping The Undertaker in the face, his eyes rolled in the back of the head, and I turned the TV off. I was afraid. What the hell?
He was like, no, I'm not here for this, bro. Yes. Guys, this is amazing. This is great. I always love asking that question. I always love getting in the head of the wrestler and figuring out where it started for you, because sometimes it's very similar, but there's also a lot of times where it's very different, and I always want to understand. So I'm going to throw it, Hutch. This is your opportunity, man. It's question time, bro. All right? I'm putting you right here in the fire, all right? Throwing you right in the deep end, bro.
Yeah. You buried me and told me I'm nothing. Anyway.
Let me correct that. Compared to Dream Girl Ellie.
And I said you were right. You were absolutely right on that. And you know what? This is the question I want to ask. And I'm always fascinated to hear these stories, man. And especially with the heroes that we have present right now.
Absolutely.
I love to hear, because I know, you all, have pounded the pavement, hitting the road, going to all these awesome shows for various different brands and all of that. You guys got any cool, like road stories? What's some crazy stuff that you've seen?
I got one.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
By all means, go. Let's hear it.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Question. I'm going to give you a choice of 2 stories.
Oh, God.
You want to hear a story about a bathroom?
No!
Or about a possum?
No!
Oh, hold on. Hutch. We have to discuss amongst each other. Okay. All right. So we have bathroom. We have possum. All right.
Both of them pose us a lot of questions.
I know. Like he said, like they're very vague. Like, hey man, there's some crazy things that can happen in bathrooms when you're on road trips, bro.
And don't get me started on possums, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Okay. All right. What are you thinking?
You know what? I'm leaning towards possum, bro.
You leaning towards possum?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Let's go with that.
All right. Possum. All right. Final answer.
We're going possum. Okay. So, me, Joey, Ellie, and what is she called?
Lady of Rock and Rumble.
Lady of Rock and Rumble, Avery Taylor, are coming back from a show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like to consider the 3 of us pretty good drivers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Miss Avery, she is an animal lover, okay? And she likes to speed. She's very heavy-footed. Yeah, especially when she has her earplugs in, when she's listening to her music. So we're all sleeping. We fall asleep because we were tired after the show. She was good. She had her music and everything like that. All of a sudden, I feel my car go sideways on 2 wheels and hit back down.
Oh.
And we all like jolt up and we're like, what the hell just happened? Thinking like maybe like another car or something like that. No, there was a baby possum. I'm like, are you freaking kidding? So we were legitimate. No exaggeration. The car was on 2 wheels on its side for a possum. Now, I'm still going to tell you the story about the bathroom.
Yes!
See, I'm awesome, because I'm not going to lie, the pasta story was great, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to be greedy here. I'll be like, can we hear the bathroom story, too?
Let's hear both.
So, we went to Louisiana to work for Wildcat Promotions. All right? And we had gone along with Speedy Productions, Speedy Photos, and El Ruiz, one of the best photographers in the world.
All right.
So, make sure you plug in Speedy Productions. He takes all the international superstars photos.
Okay.
So we get back to the hotel after a great event, and the first to go in the shower was Ellie. We're like, okay, she's a girl, let her go in the shower. That's fine.
Sure.
So all of a sudden, she's in there for like 20 minutes. She goes to open the door. She's like, and I think she's just messing with us. And she's like, the door won't open. Like, oh my God, come on now. Go open the door. Door won't open. All right, maybe it's stuck. Move it some more. Door won't open. She had taken a scalding hot shower.
Oh,
Guys, a scalding hot shower. So we called down to management. It takes them about an hour to get up there to unlock her. So she was locked in the bathroom in steam for over an hour.
Oh
no.
my goodness.
Oh no.
It was hilarious.
No, yeah, you were dying in there. What about your trash bag story?
What's trash bag story?
The one that you thought was a bear.
Hold on, what? Hold on, what?
Wait, hold up.
Okay, I don't remember where we were going. I think we were to South Carolina.
Texas. So we're going
Was
to
it
Texas.
Texas?
No, I was there for this.
No, he wasn't though. It was South
Oh,
Carolina.
no, it was.
Okay, I don't remember where we were going, but Blanco was driving in the car, and next thing I know, he goes, "Oh my God, it's a bear!" And we all kind of just looked up. We're like, "What are you talking?" It was a plastic bag. It was a garbage bag in the freaking wind.
There was a black trash bag.
But he got so scared and excited. He's like, "Oh, there's a bear! Take a picture!" And I couldn't find the bear, and it was a bag.
Man.
You won't let that one down. You won't let the bathroom live down. You won't let the bear live down.
Exactly.
Give that man a break. It's gotta be hard driving with that mask.
Exactly. See?
No, don't help him.
I was talking about the time that
This is gonna be embarrassing stories now. Sorry, guys.
We could talk about the No Way Jose Zachary.
Oh, the video.
Oh. There's a video.
Go on.
I'm all ears.
I've got no shame. I got moves like Jagger. All right, so this is how this went. Right? So we were doing some like extra work for Raw and SmackDown and whatnot, and
Awesome.
I made this joke before we got there to the hotel. I was like, "Yo, you know what? I guarantee you, I'm gonna do that conga line. That just fits me." And so, long story short, I played the music while it was Avery Taylor was sleeping at the time, and then Blanco and Ellie were like staring there looking at me, and I did a complete No Way Jose dance in the hotel room, showing everybody exactly what I would do, and then we ended up doing it, and it was phenomenal.
It was great foreshadowing.
Awesome.
Joey, you don't get to just sit there and be innocent.
What do we have on Joey?
What do we have on Joey? I have stuff on
Uh-oh. Does somebody have something on Joey? I want to know.
The old man. Joey's the old man of the
I have
group.
a picture of Joey sleeping with Pikachu, like cuddling it.
Well, they can't see that, can they?
I'll send it to him.
That's adorable.
I beg your pardon.
Haha.
A goodly
Guys,
person. I'm like,
This is awesome, guys. We're sitting in with the international superstars. When you guys listen to this, it will be 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday morning. So as you are getting ready to jump into the weekend, you are driving to work, you are driving the kids to school, put in your house, in your ears, with Khan, with Hutch, and the international superstars. So moving right along, I want to switch gears a little bit here. We've had a lot of fun, absolutely, and it's been great talking to all of you guys. But my next question is this. You guys have a huge tournament. Of course, it is the OWE Tag Team Tournament next month, going down in September in Liverpool and London, the 18th through the 22nd. And it is going to be an incredible event, and with all the build-up that I've seen on social media, I was really hoping to see you guys go up against the Gym Nasty Boys, but something different happened, and you guys are going up against the Super Sharp Brothers, who have been tearing it up in China. I'll start with Blanco Loco here. How are you feeling about this opportunity to go over to the UK and represent the international superstars in this tournament?
I can't wait, honestly. I've been following the Sharp Brothers for a while now, and I've seen the kind of, havoc that they've been wreaking over in China. And I'm not going to be here to be one of these guys that says, "Oh, I'm not worried." Other than 10%, I am worried. I'm worried that they're not going to be ready for us. I'm worried because this is the thing. We still have that edge. They don't know if it's going to be me and Joey Osborne. They don't know if it's going to be me and Zach Cooper. Hell, they don't know if it's going to be me and the Dream Girl Ellie. They're more focused on battle royals over in AEW with the women's tournament and everything like that. I think they're just looking past us because they have faced some incredible tag teams over in China. They really have. They've made a staple for themselves in the UK, and I'll give the Devils their due. They're doing it their way.
Yeah.
But we're not a tag team. We're not a group to be overlooked. You know, we're humbled for this opportunity, but we're also hungry. So if they think for 1 second that we're going to come over to the UK and just play patty cakes, I hope the boys are, already full because we're not there to deliver anything other than knuckle sandwiches.
Ooh, I dig it. I dig it. I'm super excited for this tournament. I'm super excited to see you guys go over there and do your thing. Zach, how are you feeling about this huge opportunity for you to go over there and not only go to the UK, and it's a great opportunity to go to the UK and a great opportunity to wrestle in this tournament. But of course we know that tournaments are they're not a marathon, it's more of a race, as it were, and every match is a new match. You're wrestling consecutive days. How do you feel like that is going to take a toll on you, and do you think that you and your team can stand the test of time through this tournament and prevail as the first ever OWE Tag Team Champions?
How is it going to take a toll? Well, first off, I'm 6'3", 250 pounds, so I'm going to be doing a lot of left sandwiches, a lot more knuckles to the face. But so this is really how this whole thing's going to go down. See, I've got no problem pulling out all the stops, okay? I'll fall from the top, throw to the floor. I'll do whatever I got to do, just like I know the rest of my family will do exactly what they have to do to plow through this tournament at OWE. And yes, we are humble about the opportunity. I've been over to England once before, and I am extremely, extremely, extremely excited to go back. And as for the rest of us, we are so thrilled and so ready to step in the ring with not only the Super Stark Brothers, but for anybody else that OWE wants to throw at us once we get through the Super Shark Brothers.
Ooh, love it. Love the energy. Yep.
Love that.
Me too, bro. Loving that energy. So my next question is going over to Joey Osborne. As you know, this is a huge opportunity. The 18th, the 22nd, every match is going to be a new match, back to back to back. This is a 16-team tournament, and I want to ask Joey this specifically with all of the smoke, because there's been a lot of smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire between the international superstars and the Gym Nasty Boys. How hungry are you to get the Gym Nasty Boys in this tournament?
I'll answer that question in a second, if that's all right. So about at least 25 to 30% of the teams in this tournament are actually men that I've been in the ring with.
Wow.
I know them inside out, essentially. Yeah. I've wrestled Rob Sharp. I've wrestled Damien Dunn. I've wrestled the UK Hooligan. There's other guys who are in the tournaments, who I've also been there with. So,
sure.
For us, we've got the advantage in every way, shape, and form. Your question about the gymnastics, how hungry are we for them?
Yeah.
Well, we are super, super hungry, and we hope that the gymnastics are hungry because, quite a certain Blanco Loco, knuckle sandwiches, bro. Knuckle sandwiches. But no, seriously, we have fought the gymnastics in Georgia. We've fought the gymnastics in the Carolinas.
Mm-hmm.
We know those boys really well. And to be quite honest, not only are we looking forward to kicking the crap out of them for kidnapping the Dream Girl, but we're also looking forward to showing, the world what we are actually capable of on, a worldwide stage that we're going to get with OWE.
Absolutely. Love that answer. And I knew that you guys had wrestled them so much, and I just feel like in my eyes, on this stage, these two teams, the magic that you guys can put together, if you guys are bracketed together into this tournament to where it gets to a point where you guys are intertwined and meeting together and seeing that on a bigger stage, it's good for everybody involved. And absolutely. So my next question here is Dream Girl Ellie. Now you are going to be going over with the entire team, and what do you feel like with you being ringside, being in the area, being right there with your boys, with your squad? What is a strategy that you think you guys will bring into this tournament, having the benefit of having a 4-person squad?
I mean, honestly, the guys can just kind of take care of themselves. I don't really have to be ringside if need be.
Yeah.
So the two of them, whichever two it's going to be, it might be me, it might be Blanco or Joey or Zach, or who knows at this point.
Yeah.
But the two of whoever of us are in the group, we'll be able to take care of ourselves. But I do have my own things I have to take care of over there.
Oh, what's that?
I'm going for the Women's Championship belt over there.
Woo!
There it is.
Woo! The OWE Women's Championship.
Yeah, my match has not been announced yet, but I got some stuff. I'm coming back with gold. That's my plan. But
breaking a little news here on In Your House. Absolutely. We're having a great time talking to the international superstars. We talked a little bit about where it all started for them. We talked about road stories. We talked about the OWE Tag Team Tournament. And now I'm going to turn it over to my esteemed co-host, Hutch. What do you got for the international superstars?
Well, I'm actually curious. You know, I'm curious to where they all see themselves collectively. We'll say, because after they run roughshod in this tournament, where do you guys see yourselves, say, 5-10 years down the road? You know, like if you could choose, like where do you see yourselves?
I like that question.
Sign.
Love it. Love it. That's it. That's all. That's all I needed to say.
That's it. There you go. I'm cool.
Good. Hey, that's it. That's it right there. So my next question, I want to ask the same question to everybody, because once again, I'm a psyche guy. I like to ask questions, figure it out, and I'm gonna start with Joey here. Who is in the DNA of Joey Osborne? Who influenced you? Who made you want to do this? This crazy business, this wild, wacky business that we love so much. Who's in the DNA of Joey Osborne?
Originally, when I first started watching wrestling, it was The Rock, because he was the first wrestler who I ever saw. I knew who he was before I started to watch wrestling too, so that's also part of what drew me into watching it. First 2 live wrestlers I ever saw in a ring were Shelton and Carlito. When I got to play house show late, obviously the ring has a microphone underneath it, which I didn't know at the time. So I assumed that a 20-foot ring in a 20,000-seat arena could actually make that much noise. Clearly, when I was younger, I was stupid. Some might argue not much has changed. Funnily enough, I wasn't talking about Blanco agreeing. I was talking about Eddie, but oh well.
I just didn't want to say it.
Since I started wrestling, though, main influences on what I've been doing since I moved over to America have come from, ironically, Zach and Roy, the UK Hooligans, who are also in the tournament. 1 or 2 moves or sequences that they do, I kind of pinched. Blanco gave me the nickname, the British Nightmare. Rowdy Ricky Knight, the father of Zach and Roy, is known as the Nightmare Ricky Knight. So, it kind of fits as a little nod towards him. Yeah. I guess you could say a lot of Knight family have influenced what I do.
Absolutely. I like that. I like that pick. I like those answers. The Rock, definitely. I mean, The Rock influenced a whole generation, absolutely. So I'm going to move it over to Blanco Loco. Definitely interested. Who's in the DNA? Who makes you? Who influenced you? Who inspired you? Who inspired Blanco Loco?
Well, before any wrestler really inspired me, my grandfather actually was the one who mainly inspired me to be a pro wrestler. So I definitely have to give shout out to that. But, unfortunately, pinch off of Joey. I mean, The Rock was definitely a huge influence, but not as The Rock. It was Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, okay.
The way he came out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, him, Shawn Michaels. And, I mean, the thing about it is, I've gotten to meet Shawn Michaels when I was younger. I've gotten to meet him when I was older. So, I mean, it's kind of, one of those little flashback things. A lot of people, thought that, because of, the mask and everything, Rey Mysterio would be a big influence. He was when he came about into WCW.
Yeah.
But it was, it wasn't like he was my first big influence, and then fast forward to today, and I watch a lot of New Japan. I watch a lot of Noah. I watch, obviously AEW's on now, so I get to, watch a lot of that.
Sure.
Lucha Underground. I try, my biggest thing in regards to my DNA and who Blanco Loco is I try not to really have a style.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing that kind of, differentiates me from other wrestlers is it's hard to prepare for Blanco Loco because you can't compare for my, you can't prepare for my style.
Yeah.
Because there is none. So, I mean, my influences come from a lot of different places, but mainly my grandfather and definitely, The Rock, because, I mean, just watching how he evolved himself, and that's what I've done with my own self.
Yeah.
Is I evolved myself each and every step of the way. Went from a kid, wearing a, $20 mask, weighing 110 pounds to now my gear looks sleek and I weigh, 195 pounds, almost 200 pounds.
There you go, man.
There you
go.
So
Yeah.
Progression, growth. You wanted it.
So, yep. Getting those results. I like it.
Exactly, no doubt. So moving right along to the Dream Girl Ellie, I want to ask you who influenced you? Who is in the DNA of the Dream Girl Ellie?
Okay, so since I started watching wrestling, not like 10 years ago ish, whatever.
Yeah.
This is horrible. I'm sorry, but the first match I ever saw was like when Randy Orton returned after he broke his collarbone.
Oh yeah.
So I was like that, and I was like, oh, like. He was very interesting, and then AJ Lee, because she was a small wrestler and stuff, and it was really cool getting to see her do awesome stuff. But I definitely, I've recently been watching Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero stuff, so that's really cool to watch.
WCW?
From?
Ooh, I like that. Dean Malenko, little Eddie. Yes. No doubt. So, Zach Cooper, Mr. Zach Cooper, who influenced you, my man?
So when I was much younger, I used to freak out because dudes would have these crazy builds. So not so much inspire me, but just dudes that have always, one move here or there is stuck in my mind.
Yeah.
Guys like Luther Reigns, bet you don't remember Luther Reigns, but nobody does. And then you got guys like Heidenreich, who, check this out, legit, that shoulder breaker he used to do. I've been wanting to do that my entire career. Still haven't done it. Gotta bust it out. WWE. And then, long story, but for real though, those guys in particular, Kerwin White too. But the big one is
Kerwin White.
The big one, the big one for me, and he's been so far compared to me as my long lost father that I've been searching for 22 years. And that's Walter. Walter has always been, as soon as I started watching Dad over in WXW Germany, Walter has always been a huge influence, and then who made me kind of get a little more crazy with my style at 250 pounds, kind of flying around a little bit and doing some things that I probably shouldn't be doing or things that make no sense, are guys like Rob Van Dam.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And now I'm saying, okay, all right, so he said Walter, so I had to pull up Zach Cooper's picture here on Facebook because I'm a major creeper. And is Walter your dad?
So I've been looking for Wally for the past 22 years. And hopefully one day someone can bring us together. But
he's gonna cry.
I'll cry. It's gonna be one of those moments where we make eye contact. He goes, "Son," I just go, "Dad," and we go on.
You must be not such a stressful part of life.
Oh, I'm so here for that moment. I am here for that moment. I want
This
see
needs
it
to happen.
Yes.
This has got to happen.
I appreciate you guys, and of course I'll keep you updated when I meet Dad.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely.
You
He
have
has
our
to come
support.
back on. Absolutely. Yeah, and when you find him, definitely he can come back on the podcast and talk about it. Ain't that right, Hutch?
Absolutely. We'll bring that. Yep. Well, it'll be a family gathering. I love it.
Absolutely.
I'm with it.
Yes, absolutely. So, Hutch, moving on to you, man. Boom, right to you, passing it to you just like that. Do you have any questions for the international superstars?
Well, you know what? I have two loves in my life, and that's pro wrestling and video games, man. I'm curious, when they're not kicking ass and doing their thing in the ring, do any of you guys partake in the video games at all?
That's gonna be me, Blanco.
Yes, I play. Zach Cooper plays some games. Don't worry.
We'll go with Zach first. Go ahead.
No. Okay, I was a Division I football coach, so like I own every Madden. I own all the NBA stuff, all the FIFA stuff. I do all the sports games, everyone you can list. And then, of course, when I'm really bored and people don't know this, and this is about to be a big thing, Blanco.
You sing?
No.
Oh, well, you do sing.
No.
You got a beautiful voice.
No.
Yes.
Don't tell anyone.
Is he going to sing?
I hope so.
No, but so, all right, fine. When I used to always play with my little sister the High School Musical sing-along on the Wii.
Are we doing this? Oh my gosh, are we doing this?
No.
Wait. Can you put a song on? If you put on anything from The Greatest Showman, he will sing it.
I won't.
You will.
He will.
Oh, I need
Exactly.
to get
This is for OWE, brother.
It's for OWE.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Ew, no.
I am saying this though, guys. Another podcast has offered that when we go over there, they're going to take us out to a karaoke bar. So we will have video footage and we will pass it on to you guys.
I'm not saying.
I promise.
Yes, you are.
Fantastic.
I want to see it. I'm here
But we got
for it.
video games.
Tremendous.
I'm a very big RPG guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. My man.
Final Fantasy.
There you go.
Kingdom Hearts. Pretty much, mostly that, pretty much, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what, man?
I actually own Keyblade.
You mentioned RPGs. I'll throw one out here. If you've ever, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of a game on PlayStation 1 called Xenogears. That game,
Yes, that was it. Yes.
that game's hot, man. That game's amazing.
Chrono Cross.
Yes, absolutely, love it.
Legend of Dragoon.
Yep, killer. One of the few games that actually made hit the defend option viable. I love that game.
Thank you.
I don't know what just happened.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep, it's all nerd stuff. Anybody don't play video games, they're just here. It's like sounds like the teacher from Charlie Brown, just wah 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 wah. It's all nerdy stuff. But anyway.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's Pokemon. Of course.
No, I got you, Pokemon.
Come on,
absolutely.
Sword and Shield. I'll be all over that. I'm coming for all the smoke.
Oh, no, don't come my way, bro.
Oh, I'm bringing it, man. Hey,
Little
all I
unknown
need-
speaker about Jack Cooper.
What's that?
Me and him battle Yu-Gi-Oh all the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is probably my second favorite thing on the planet. And
Nice.
so there's no stopping the baby dragon.
Stop.
The Time Wizard.
Oh god.
He's the Joey of our group, and Joey's not being Joey.
So the Billy played Yu-Gi-Oh one day, like after a show, till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
And I was doing the Joey voice. We were sitting there dueling, and I had the Joey voice, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard. I'm like, all right, here goes nothing. All right.
The Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I didn't know there was a
And
joke.
I summoned a thousand dragon, and then I lost.
And then you totally lost. Destroyed you.
Hutch, what is
By the way,
happening?
Joey can sit here. Listen,
I have
our
no
Joey
idea.
can act like he doesn't like Pokemon, but he once had a Pokemon Go account, and he got when it came to shiny Pokemon, he was crazy about it.
Isn't there a video of him selling about
Yes,
Pokemon?
yes. We were sitting in front of IHOP, waiting to go to a show in Louisiana, and a shiny Pokemon came up. And he's like, yes, yes, yes.
Slight disclaimer. The only reason I did this is because Blanco was trying to get said shiny Pokemon, which I can't remember what it was.
Squirtle.
Haha.
He was trying to get a shiny squirrel. Was it the one wearing sunglasses too?
Yes.
So he was trying to get a shiny Squirtle wearing sunglasses, and he could not get one for the life of him. The first one I found was a shiny Squirtle, and I caught it, and it peed him off, and I didn't trade it him, and he still probably hates me for it, and I should be bloody mad if I did that.
I got a crap ton of my Pokedex.
What?
Good for him.
I don't know what is.
You got a bunch of Jigglypuffs.
Yeah. By the way, so if I okay, I'm gonna do a little thing right here. If I had to go based off of like personalities, which people are which Pokemon, okay?
Don't you
I'm
dare.
definitely Pikachu, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm annoying and I have mood swings all the time.
Oh, we know.
You can't tell whether I really love you if I hate you.
Oh, we know.
All right. Joey would definitely be the leader of the Squirtle Squad. I would say that much.
Explain that one.
Because he's like brutish and kind of an asshole. I don't know if you have to bleep, I don't know if you have to bleep that or not, guys. I'm sorry.
Nope. Go on
Ellie
ahead. No
is definitely-
bleeping nothing.
Yeah, I'll hit. I will hit you.
Ellie, we love Effie, by the way.
Oh, thank you. No,
Ellie
like,
is definitely Jigglypuff.
Your face right now.
You're no. You're
Can she make the pissed off Jigglypuff face?
Oh yes, she can.
That's my face.
Yes,
Wrong.
yes. That's
There
her
was
regular
another
face.
one I thought he was going to say, so I'm glad he did it.
Oh, side up? Yes, she's definitely definitely a side up.
He had the sided cuddly toy from Build-A-Bear, by the way.
Okay, listen, I love Build-A-Bear, and somehow I went in there to buy something random, and I ended up with Pokemon, and I hate it. I hate my life for it.
Oh,
Because he
damn.
talked me into getting it. All right, what's that?
Who am I? I don't get it.
I'm scared. Do I know this one?
No, you don't know the story.
Oh, okay. See, it doesn't matter.
So if I had to hit Zach with anything, and he's gonna hate me for this, but if I had to hit Zach with anything, I'd have to hit him with Caterpie.
What is that? I'm
Caterpie?
looking it up.
A Caterpie, yes.
How do you spell that?
I'm curious.
Listen, there's a reason though.
Okay.
Because Caterpie, because when I first met Zach, he was a little 14-year-old little
Hefty.
kid. Yeah, hefty. And he's literally like, he's literally had like metamorphosis, like throughout the very, yeah, a Caterpie. So he's had like a metamorphosis almost. You know what I'm saying? From being literally
Wouldn't he be Butterfree?
He turned into a Butterfree now.
Oh, okay.
But he's still my little Caterpie.
A Metapod?
Oh, he's his Caterpie forever.
That's adorable.
Exactly.
That's adorbs. Hashtag adorbs.
Man, that hit me right in the feels, guys.
I know.
Like, I'm just, I'm with it.
My whole soul. My whole soul.
There you go.
I love it. Guys, we are sitting in with the international superstars having a great conversation. Once again, when you guys listen to this will be Friday morning, and we're having a great conversation, but we're going to reel it in because I want to ask the last question here. The last question, and that is this. Here in 2019, professional wrestling is ramping up in a major way. We are within the storm right here in a wrestling renaissance where professional wrestling it's hip, it's cool, it's coming back. We're about to have two major professional wrestling companies, and we never thought that this would happen again. Professional wrestling is killing in 2019 because of the indies, because of the emergence of AEW. So let me ask you guys this. With this new emergence, this new a paradigm shift here with AEW, I want to ask this from your guys' perspective, you guys being in the business, do you feel like that this new company is sustainable? Do you feel like there is a war brewing? Do you feel like that it's a great opportunity for guys and gals like you to have somewhere to, as you guys said, get signed? And I want to ask that, what are you guys thinking about the emergence of AEW and the emergence of professional wrestling in 2019 moving forward into 2020 and beyond?
So I'll take this first. First of all, I don't believe there's a war. That's the first thing. I don't believe I don't believe there's a war.
Sure.
I think AEW is what wrestling needed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Indie wrestling's been doing fantastic. And I mean, look at some of these guys are sustainable. They're able to live their lives just off of indie wrestling.
Yeah.
People couldn't do that, 10, 20 years ago.
Sure.
Even 5 years. Yeah, like Joe said, even 5 years ago, they couldn't do that. Why? Because you had to worry about territories. You had to worry about companies telling me if you can't, you can't work here if you work there. Yada yada yada. I think AEW is something great for everybody. Why? Not just because it's a different alternative, but because it makes everybody step their game up.
Yeah.
It makes New Japan step their game up. It makes CMLL step their game up. It makes MLW. It makes WWE. You know what I'm saying? NXT. Yeah. And regardless if they, some people might look at this and be like, oh, you're saying WWE needs to step their game up. Listen, it's never a bad thing to learn something new. It's never a bad thing to change your character a little bit. Let me go on a limb here and say the greatest thing that happened recently was at SummerSlam when Bray Wyatt debuted as The Fiend.
Tell
me how great.
Facts.
Tell me that wasn't amazing.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Exactly. You can't say that's not somebody taking the ball that they had and turning it into something into gold.
Yep.
You literally handed somebody a bunch of pieces of rubble and said, "Here you go. What can you come up with?" And they came up with this amazing idea.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's nothing short of amazing. Yeah, everybody's stepping their game up. Is it sustainable? 110%. Have the indies not been sustainable?
Facts.
Throughout 2019, 2018, going into 2020, it's strong. And why is it strong? Because the guys in the indies are stepping their game up. They want, it's not even just about getting signed anymore. It's about leaving a legacy. So many people are out there, yes, in 5-10 years, you ask this question, where would you want to be? Yes, we want to be signed, of course.
Sure. Yeah.
But right now, we're more worried about leaving a legacy as this group than we are about signing a document that says, oh, you're signed, here's some money, go out there and do your stuff. Of course, that's the goal for everybody. Everybody wants WrestleMania. Everybody wants AEW. Everybody wants, these big, huge companies because they want to be, recognized as a great wrestler. Well, guess what? We want to be recognized as great wrestlers before we get there. Not because we're there, but because we did it before that.
Yep.
And that's just my take. Anybody else got something?
Yeah, go ahead.
You kind of for everything.
Yeah, he does kind of do that a lot.
Sorry.
He'll answer
No,
questions.
not a bad way.
He'll be like, let me say this, and everyone else can pop in after, and then he says it, and we're like, nope, you got nailed on the head.
Covered it, yeah.
Well, the one thing for me is AEW is allowing platforms for guys who are different that maybe some of these other companies are afraid to take a chance on. Someone like, for example, a Marco Stunt, somebody like a Orange Cassidy, who, by the way, to me, that guy is one of the most, if not the most entertaining human being that I have ever watched in my entire life. Like, I could watch Orange Cassidy. I want to wrestle Orange Cassidy. People like that, people, for example, who would have thought that you would have seen someone like Awesome Kong come back on a major platform like AEW, or see the inclusion of people from OWE and the inclusion of people like Aja Kong and people like that over with AEW. It's crazy to see such a major company working with some of these other companies. And it's all it's going to do is just continue to grow and grow and grow. And as Polanco said, stay sustainable because you have so many people trying to work together to put on a phenomenal product all on the same page.
Awesome. Yes.
There you go.
But the Fiend, though.
Yeah. How good is that?
Oh man. I'll just say this, and then of course we'll get into plugging everything. So Hutch and of course International Superstars. They just released the downloadable content or the pre-order bonus for WWE 2K20, and I was like, pre-order.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been kind of, off of the WWE 2K games for a bit, but you know what? I'll support that. I'm with that.
No doubt.
So
doubt.
Yeah, I think I'll be getting that too.
Fiend killing it, no doubt. I just want to throw that out there because that was something that came up. But absolutely, International Superstars. It was a great conversation. Truly appreciate you guys coming on. But now it is your time, your opportunity, your guys' platform, your stage to plug anything that you want to plug in front of the 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana, the 20,000 strong following, social media. This is your floor. International Superstars. Plug. Plug away, my friends.
So you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Joey Osborne. Osborne is spelled with a Z.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to plug the fact that I make graphics for various wrestling companies, and if anyone would like to see any of my work and then, order some for their company, be it wrestling, nightclubs, anything at all, I can do flyers for absolutely anything. They can reach out to me on either of my social media platforms.
Moving
All right,
on
so for
to
Zach
the list.
Cooper, you can find me on Twitter at I am Zach Cooper. You can follow me on Facebook at Zach Cooper, or you can also check me out on Instagram, which is Zachary W. Cooper. And I'm going to make a TikTok account so you guys can hear me sing as much Christina Aguilera as I can.
Yes.
And actually, I have my podcast, This Makes No Sense with Zach Cooper, is actually launching with the Fully Gimmick Network here in a few weeks. So that we'll get that also, and you can find all those details on my Twitter.
Okay, and then for me, because mine's kind of complicated, is my Twitter is This Is Ellie, my Instagram is This Is Ellie, and then my Facebook is The Dream Girl Ellie, and then we have the International Superstars one, which is the group one.
Instagram is
God.
G Blanco Loco. On Twitter,
Real Blanco Loco.
Real Blanco Loco, and on Facebook, obviously, it's Blanco Loco.
Blanco Loco 12.
Blanco Loco 12, if you're being specific, because there are a lot of Blanco Locos in the world for some odd reason.
I didn't pop in my head.
We do got some great shows coming up this month and going into September. Obviously, we are super excited to be with OWE for the tournament from the 18th to the 22nd in London and Liverpool. But we are going to be gearing up and, testing our stuff this weekend. We'll be in at Ace, Alternative Wrestling Alternative Championship Entertainment. Tomorrow night, we'll be at the Gathering. Not the ones of the Juggalos, but for wrestling. On the 17th, we got a big 3-day weekend next weekend with face-to-face wrestling with Teddy Long and Heath Slater in Morrow, Georgia. On the 24th, we got Viral Pro Wrestling, and on the 25th, we got RWA in Tennessee. We got a bunch more stuff coming up there. We got Palmetto Championship Wrestling, Ignite Wrestling, Punk Pro Wrestling, AML Wrestling. She's going to be going, first ever ladies' night out for AML Wrestling. They're huge. They just brought in Steve Carino, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
We got a bunch of fun stuff. Huh?
Colby Carino's there too.
Colby Carino's there too. Oh, snap.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
Eddie Anderson.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So, yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. I mean, you can always check out our platforms and everything like that. We do post immensely. We do got brand new videos and promos coming out almost every single day for you guys. So keep up with us. Share, like, follow, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. And before I say another word, before I utter another sentence, I have to say this. To all of you, thank you for everything that you all do, putting your bodies on the line for our entertainment.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for watching.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for reaching out to us as well.
Do a lot of crazy stuff.
Oh, no problem at all, no problem at all. International Superstars, thank you so much for coming on. You honor my podcast. You bless my podcast. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys so much.
Thank
you.
Awesome, awesome. Hutch, you know what time it is. It's time for you, bro. Go ahead and throw it out there.
Yes, sir. I'll go ahead and throw my social media out there. Before I even get to that, though, definitely you guys check out the International Superstars. These guys they're all fantastic, man. The sky's the limit for each and every one of them. Check out this tournament that's coming up. You guys are not going to want to miss this. And back to the social media thing. You guys can check me out on the Twitter that I'm doing my best to not neglect. Even though I have been doing a very good job of that lately. You can catch me on the Twitter at Hutch, IYH. Give me a follow. Let me know what you did. And we can chop it up about whatever, video games, wrestling, food, doesn't matter. We can talk about whatever. And the Instagram, you can follow me on that as well at Hutch in Your House. And that's spelled just like the show, HOWSE. And it's kind of my Instagram's kind of a hodgepodge of, wrestling memes and video game stuff and probably food stuff as well. At least I'm consistent. Anyway, as I always say, on here, regardless of the brand that you watch, be it WWE, AEW, OWE, watch OWE definitely. New Japan, Ring of Honor, doesn't matter. We are Legion. We are one. We'll catch you next time. And it's been awesome being part of this show. And definitely hope to do it again sometime. You guys take care.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, one of the great slogans of the show, we are one. And guys, this was a jam-packed, action-packed episode. But hey, that's just what we do. We give you that work. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. Check us out. October 5th, Heroes and Legends 13. Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are the official podcast of the entire event, and you can't make it, but we really hope that you make it. You can check it out on Fight TV with your boy Khan and Jason Saint on commentary. Guys, what are you doing? Buy a freaking shirt. www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Guys, OW Weekly coming at you again this week. You already know we give you that work. We're coming for all the smoke. Hey, guys, check it out. DCCW, Wrestling for Christian. Me and Hutch will be there doing commentary. Guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because the household, well, we going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.